Okay, this is a review for the Vivexotic Repti-Home Vivarium. It's size small and the wood is beech. The size for this tank is 23 inches by 15 inches by 16.5 inches. It's an ideal size to house 1 to 2 leopard geckos. They've got loads of room between their hides. Okay, the main features, you've got a vent there and a vent just behind those leaves. Usually this will be the other way round. If you watch my assembling video, you'll see that I actually turned the backboard upside down, so they have 2 holes at the corners to put the heat mats in, or heat mat. Usually they're at the top. I guess that's if you're using lighting. But I put it at the bottom because the lead for my heat mat wouldn't reach the plug if it had to go all the way up there, then all the way across and to the plug, so I did that. Okay, if you watch my assembling video, you'll know that it's really easy to assemble this. Really straightforward instructions, but I did like a minute video, really sped up, just so you could see the simple way of putting it together. Okay, cons. Listen to this. That happens every time you open the door. At first I thought maybe it's just a substrate, so I cleaned all that out, but no, it still does it. I don't know why, but it's very annoying. So as it also scares my geckos, I have to lift this up and move it along every time. Another thing, so just lighten it up. Another thing is when I bought it, I thought that there was a handle on it just going along. In fact, it was actually one of the vents in the background. So when I got it and there was no handles, I was just a bit like, oh, now I've got to buy some more. So I had to buy 4 because I had 2 vivariums and they cost me $3.50, which I guess isn't too bad, but you know, it's just another thing you've got to pay for. So I got them. It's a bit of a con, really not great. Then you buy it and then you have to buy handles separately. Also, where the vents are positioned, a substrate can come out of it, and where the holes are now positioned, and I'd say that is my fault for changing it, crickets and the dirt can come out of it. So if you did want to change the holes to the bottom so the vivarium could, the heat mat could reach the plug, you'd have to block them up because they're all like sand and that would escape out of the holes. So another thing which is probably, it's really nothing, but it just bugs me a little bit, is if we look just down here, 1 second. It's got their names on the glass, and that's all well and good if you're trying to sell the vivarium in a shop, but to have it as, I don't know, just at home, it's just a bit of a pain really. It's just a bit like, just get off my tank. Another con is most vivariums, well the ones I have these down the sides, and it makes this, shutting this, really secure. These don't. So when you shut it, with that horrible sound, it just kind of goes to that, and if you've got any substrate in it, that's a little gap, and if you've got a particularly strong gecko, which, I mean, you may do, they can start opening, and it's just a bit, I don't know, I'd prefer to have something there. Also, I bought these little wedge to put here to stop the tank opening and stop crickets coming out. To be honest, a cricket couldn't probably, or it might do, fit through here. The wedge hardly even stays in it. It's a bit pointless, but yeah. Okay, pros. The wood's pretty solid and it's easy to assemble. Lots of room, so that's good. These you can take off and clean, just pop them out. I think that's it really. I don't know how many pros you can give a vivarium. There's only so much it really does. It's just a box really, isn't it? So price wise, I think this was £37.99. I don't know what that is in dollars. I'll try to figure it out, then probably add it onto this video. Then obviously I had to pay $3.50 for the handles, half of that, so $1.75. So I mean, it's okay, it's quite good. You can end up paying a lot more in some shops. If I was going to rate this out of 5, probably 3.5, because although it's all good and it does its job, there are a few things that bug me about it. So yeah, 3.5. I'm quite a harsh critic there, but so that was the review.